Is PC gaming really better than console gaming? Let's get into it. Hey, what is up, all my chill gamers? But before we get into the video, I just want to say a big shout out to all my new subscribers and all the people who came through, gave me a lot of love this past week and a half. It's been phenomenal. It's been a hell of a ride. But anyway, today's about, is PC gaming better than console in 2022? I say it always has been. Right? So I mean, shout out to Frogboy X1 Game. I was watching this video, and he, this is not a rebuttal. I don't really do this on this channel, but I really had to spit my own theory and opinions out here that, well, PC gaming was always better, right? Where there's a lot of more options than consoles, right? Now, moving forward to the PS5 version of any game, and Xbox Series X is going to be better than the previous consoles. That being said, okay, like I always said this, I want options. I've been saying this on PS4 too and PS3. I want options. And a lot of games coming out now mind you, they do have performance mode, 60 FPS and stuff like that. I think that's great. And Sony, with this new update back in September, and I made a video on this, you guys can check it out, that they added the 1440p option. I'm like, wow, okay, only been almost 2 years, but we finally got it after 2 years. And I figure, like, hey, why not? Why not? We can definitely use some options here. I always said this, and real quick, a lot of gamers, they are, especially console gamers, and there's nothing wrong with this, is that they feel like they don't want to spend $1,000, $2,000, $2,500, $3,000, even more on a PC. And I really feel that they are correct. I mean, that's a lot of money to invest. But I always said this, that it's not really the money, it's you're investing in your experience, right? It's all about the experience. And moving forward, when I first got my laptop, my gaming laptop, 1050 Ti, mind you, it wasn't strong and couldn't play games in the ultimate settings and stuff like that. But I noticed a big difference. I noticed, and this is years ago, this is like 5 years ago, I noticed a big difference in my gaming experience. 60 FPS, 120 FPS on 1080p, some medium to high settings. Not ultra too many, because again, it's on a laptop. It was only a 1050 Ti. But when I seen that, I was like, you know what, man, I got to get a PC. This is, my mind it was just blown, right? It was just blown. And I'm like, you know what? This is, man, I love my PlayStation. I had an Xbox One X, it was running games nicely, 60 frames, and then that was cool, but I wanted more. I just wanted more options. Okay. And I always said, like, more games should be more cross-play, especially multiplayer, even co-op games, you know what I mean? But more multiplayer games should definitely be more cross-play. And this is like 5, 6, 7 years ago. I was just like, I'm just tired of playing. Like, if my buddy's on Xbox, why can't we play a third-party game or a title crossplay? It makes no sense to me. Okay, people buy consoles to play their first-party titles, and that's fine. They can stick on one thing, a platform. That's fine. That's first party. This is why you buy a PlayStation or Xbox or Nintendo. Especially Nintendo. We all buy Nintendo for Mario and Zelda, right? Or even Smash Brothers and Kirby and all this craziness and Metroid, and they got them. Okay, this is why we get these titles or consoles. For the longest time, I really just wanted options, right? So when I finally got my rig. Okay, it's an RTX 3070. Now, mind you, it's not the best of the best, but it does the job well for me. Okay, I have RTX 3070. I got an i7-10700F. Again, it's not a high-end CPU. Okay, I had 16 gig RAM. DDR4, I mean, kind of, last gen situation, it's not DDR5, but, it does the job well. But then I upgraded to this 32 gig because, one, I do make content for editing and stuff like that. I need a little bit more RAM to, give it a little bit oomph in the juice. Moving forward to these new gen consoles. Remember, like last year and a half ago, Sony mentioned that, hey, man, we're going to get Discord, but Xbox got it first now. Now, mind you, on PC, you can get in Discord, chat up. Now, here's the kicker, though. You do need a mixer, audio interface. I do have the Gold XLR. I have the $500 version, and I can get into a Discord chat. I can get into an Xbox chat. Now that Xbox has finally a Discord, so you don't need that. I just get in Discord, and everybody can chat with each other. But before that, I had to get in Discord, Xbox, and I was on the PlayStation. I had to get an HDMI adapter to even run the optical port for the PS5 because we don't have one on these new consoles. So all that, and everybody can hear each other. I was on PlayStation, Xbox, and Discord all in one because I was on the PC. So you understand what I'm saying? Where the magic happens. I have to say, man, I've been really loving the PC. Now, am I just going to go to PC? No, absolutely not. But you know, I still love consoles. You know what I'm saying? I grew up on consoles. You know what I mean? I'm never going to give up consoles, but I wish Sony came out the woodwork with more options. Like on launch day, and I said this numerous times, even in a few videos, that I wish from launch they added 1080p 60 or 120, 1440p 60 and 4K 30 and 60. Obviously, you know what I mean? But if you want to play 4K 60, I mean, because we can get 4K 60 with a 2.0 HDMI, we definitely can. But with a higher demand frame rate, 120, we need the 2.1, and that's totally fine. But gamers, you know, they're up in the wind and talking about, well, I don't want to spend $2,000 on a PC, but at the same time spend $900 to $1,800 for a new TV. You're spending the exact same amount of money that, you know, you can run a PC with. So I don't understand. But again, it's based on experience. You want that experience for you. There's nothing wrong with that. Now people are saying like, oh yeah, 30 frames is cool, which is fine. I don't have a problem with it. I personally just want 60 frames now. I'm done with 30. People who love 30, great, you know, still enjoy the game, but I'll wait until the game's optimized for 60. Gotham Knights, you know what I mean? I was intrigued to get that, but it's like, if it's not 60 yet, I'm not touching it. And I don't think it's crossplay. So yeah, we're not gonna dive in deep with that yet. But when people say that, you know, 30 frames is just fine, and contradict themselves and say, man, we need 60, that kind of where I blow my gears and say, wait, hold on now. You said 30 frames was good. Now you're gonna twist it up and say 60. Listen, this is why I say this, guys. It's okay to buy a pre-build, but understand what you're buying. Okay, like, what do you want to do on your PC? First and foremost, let's get the checklist out. You know, the checklist out. Let's just check things off. Do you want to play 4K 60, 4K 120? You need a high-end GPU. Do you care about 1440p, 1080p? Obviously, what kind of monitor are you going to get? 1080p, 1440p, or 4K? To the 4K 120 aspect, right? So this is what you keep in mind. High GPU. You need a decent CPU, definitely. You need nice RAM, right? A nice motherboard to utilize that RAM, because, for example, my motherboard doesn't utilize the RAM at its full capacity. My RAM is only at 3200 megahertz, where this motherboard is only allowing it to use 2999. So again, you got to understand the specs and situations with everything components that comes with a PC. Now, it's not hard to do some homework and some due diligence and research and get information, the right information, before you make that leap. But I will say that PC gaming is without a doubt the better gaming experience, right? I mean, who's gonna deny that? Especially now with these, 30 series. I even think the 20 series, if I'm not mistaken, somebody, correct me if I'm wrong, that we have DLSS, Deep Learning Super Sampler. What does it do? It balances out the quality and performance. You can do more performance or more quality or balanced on both, right? So that's what I do on the 1440p. I do balance it, and I have ray tracing on, so I do balance, so it's going to give me that nice quality and bump up some frames. So instead of 60, I'll have 90 to 100, maybe 110 with a ray tracing with 1440p, 3440 by 1440p, mind you, and it just looks amazing. By next year, I'll have a 4K, nice monitor at 165 or 200 frames. I'm definitely gonna be looking into that. I'm gonna have a 32-inch, because right now, again, I have an ultra wide, which is a great monitor, by the way, but I want a regular square rectangle one, that plate like 32 inches. I want that experience. So moving on, so PlayStation's getting Discord, that's fine. But moving on to the PC side of the app for PlayStation, we still have yet to have the chat party option on the PC app. So that kind of bothers me, because Xbox already had the app with the voice chat and stuff like that. So I'm like, why doesn't PlayStation do that? You know what I'm saying? They have some PlayStation games on there, obviously. Call of Duty's a crossplay now. Destiny's crossplay. Do we need it? No. But if you're in a game lobby, right, and you're gaming through the game voice channel, it's like when your friends are talking and it's the game's loading, they'll cut out the voice chat, and that kind of like, it bothers me, because then you have to say like, yo, I didn't hear you. What'd you say? So I just feel like Sony should have their own voice chat on PC. Discord's cool. You can get in Discord. But right now, this is why I have the Go XLR too, man. It helps out with all the cross voice channels. Okay, I could be on a PlayStation 5, be on PC with a Discord and Xbox. Well, now before Discord came to Xbox, and everybody can hear each other in one spot. And I really feel that's the way to go. But again, I'm not going to make this video too long, but I don't understand the concept of people saying PC. Is it really better than console gaming? Yes, of course it is. You have a lot more options on PC. Shadowing, lighting, ray tracing. You know, you could do so much more with the settings in the game than you can on a console. Console's quality or performance? Which one do you want? Meanwhile, PC, you got a whole checklist to check off. Textures, lighting, again, ray tracing, anti-aliasing. You have all these options. Remember this, options is key now. All these options on PC. My thing is, don't restrict yourself. If you're thinking about getting a PC, you don't know how to build one, don't be intimidated. There's a lot of YouTube channels that do it. They teach you guys. There's a lot of instructions how to do it. Ask your friends. If you don't have any friends that really do that, go on social media. Get out there and ask questions. It's fine. People love to talk about this stuff. Now, again, it could be very intimidating to build your own PC, and I get it. I get it. And if you're afraid to do that, buy a pre-build, right? But make sure you're getting what you want. Okay, if that makes sense, right? Yeah. So anyway, guys, this is gonna do it for me. But PC gaming will always be the top #1 for the gaming experience. Now, for the games itself, you know what I mean? I'm not saying PC has a lot of great games. There's just too many to even fathom, right? Steam alone has 50,000. What? 50,000, man, come on now. You got so many launchers. You got Epic, you got Steam, you got Ubisoft, you got this, you got that, and you can do emulators. It's just a whole spectrum of greatness of gaming. With that being said, PC will always be the best place to play, and I just hope that Sony and Microsoft keep up, especially with imagine the next next gen consoles, the very next PS6 and Xbox Series Z, whatever they're gonna call it. Now they're really in the realm of a PC. You know, right now they are too. They put their 2 steps into a realm of a PC. Now they have the capabilities, but next gen for the PS6, and just imagine the capabilities. I just hope they learn from this one and really, go back to the drawing board and say, listen, instead of waiting 2 years, let's just get this right out the rip. Let's just get this in. Let's get this in. Let's get this in. Let's give them 60 or more frames. Let's give them 120, 240 if possible. And then next generation can worry about 8K, because right now 8K is not really a thing right now, even though it probably looks phenomenal. It could be. Anyway, guys, let me know down in the comment section what you guys think, and thanks for watching. And as always, stay chill and happy gaming. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.